Hey, alright, we're here. Excellent. Okay. Welcome everybody to another episode of Late Night Kindness, where I, Johnny One Take, am going to play some kind words and maybe say some nice things to folks. So, let's see what the internet has for us today. Oh, wait, what? Starting off, coming in hot with a new sticker. Lo-fi beats. Some music to chill to. Love a good cassette. Someone said thanks for the letter you wrote. Another tentacle sticker. Cool. Someone sends their thanks and another kitten plunk. That's cool. And another frogu. Wow. Look at all this. Look at this embarrassment of thanks that we are getting for last time's kindness. This is great. Alright. I will very quickly grab that tape and add it to the room in a place of prominence. So we're missing one from volume 4, and that's it. We got almost all the stickers. That's cool. Alright, let's do volume 5. Oh, look at that. It even comes with a vinyl. How cool. Okay. Oh, this is one I'm not going to be qualified for. I hate my brother. I have 5 siblings, 3 sisters, and 2 brothers. We all fight, but there's something we all have agreed is off about him. Living with him is miserable. He constantly steals from me. This is not normal. I'm 19. He's 18. Oh, let me tell you, a thing I am not qualified to talk about is siblings. We're moving on. Something's wrong with my gut. The years of unhealthy eating habits, such as starving and binging, are catching up to me. It feels like depressed me did too much damage for me to fix. I keep puking at work involuntarily, and I look so weird constantly going to the bathroom. Whoa. Yes. Oh, hey, look at this. Hello, Pukara. Glad to see you in the chat, and I'm glad to see you already were on the same wavelength here. A gastroenterologist and maybe a dietitian as well for foods to be gentle in their system. Yeah, definitely strong recommend on a gastroenterologist. They'll probably know who to talk to after that. Well, thank you for peeking in and saying hi, Pukara. I appreciate it. Oh, and Hana Pengu too. Hello. Glad to see you here too. All right. So, friendly guts message. What's a good sticker to go with that? We'll go with non-assuming porridge. Nice, safe bet. So they may want a food journal for a week or two if anything seems like a trigger food, also because of the thing Gastro will ask about. Good call. That IBS life. Yep. Gee, I will also tell them that. Yes, exactly. All right, we're sending that out. Thank you, chat. Yeah, hand them a journal can really help you, I'm sure. Yes, well, it's one of the things I'm sure they'll talk about before they... Once you call to get the appointment, I'm sure that they'll say, hey, do this beforehand, but... Anyway. Whew. About 4 years ago, my house burnt down in a wildfire. It's been so long, but I'm still afraid of smoke and fire. I know I just lost stuff, but I missed so much of it. All those memories just reduced to ashes. I'm still not okay. Okay, I'll read this out in a minute. This whole game is kind of just a commercial for therapy when you think about it. Yes. So true story, my mother did live through an apartment fire. I'll explain part of this in a minute. So yes, my response to this is that's the kind of thing that lingers with you for a very long time. My mother lived through an apartment fire when she was younger, and it took her a very long time to fully recover from it. She lost a lot of things that were important to her, but thankfully they were just things. Still, it's something you may want to bring up with a mental health professional, as they can help you find healthy ways to process trauma in the long term. But yeah, so to elaborate a little bit on that, when my mother was in her 20s, I think, she was in her apartment and heard the sound of the apartment, like the sound of somebody, if I remember this right, she explained it as somebody playing jacks really loudly right next to the vents is what it sounded like, and it turned out what she was hearing was actually sparks coming through the vents. And then she started to smell smoke, and she got out with, like, one or two things, not much. But then, indeed, the apartment above her burned down, and it took a lot of her apartment with it. So almost all of her stuff was destroyed. Only a few things survived. There's a hammer that belonged to my grandfather that she still has. That's this old, heavy, like wood and iron hammer that managed to survive the fire, and it looks pretty serious. But it's one of the only things that she has from back then that was still there. And we grew up with her not being at all comfortable with a fireplace. And when we moved into a house after living in an apartment, we were not allowed to use the fireplace under any circumstances ever. And I've always been a little bit not interested in fireplaces as a result, just because it was so traumatic. It's also one of the reasons why, anyway. But yes, sorry. Hana Penka was helpfully explaining, and I will explain again to Pukara. Kind Words is a game in which the game is really just a frame device in which they set up the little lo-fi chill hop beats to relax and study to room, and they add little stickers and stuff that you can send each other as part of the messages. But the core gameplay is all user-generated content. It's people sending out messages with things they're struggling with or dealing with or want to talk about into the world, and then other people can respond to them. So it's actually really cool. And someday I'm going to play the other game made by these people, which is similar, but instead of being non-fiction, just kind of general writings, it's poetry. I'm just not a poet, so I don't know how I'll handle that, but it's pretty cool. Yes. This game came out in 2018, I believe, and has been a real boon for a lot of people. And I was playing it a lot in the run up to the 2020 election and the fallout afterwards. And there was a lot of people being very worried about what was going to happen to the world. And it's been valuable in a lot of ways. Yes, and it's like $5 on Steam. It's very cheap. You can get it on the Humble Store too. It's available in a lot of places, mostly those two, I think. It's really, really good. Just be warned, like, play it when you have a defined time that you're going to stop, because it's very easy to just get, like, just fall down the rabbit hole and keep responding to people for hours and hours. When my wife, whom many of you know, I got the game for her for Christmas, and she proceeded to play it for, I think, 6 uninterrupted hours the first night and didn't sleep. So, yeah. I offered to get it for you, Hanapengu, if you recall. So, but just be warned again. The only thing is that your levels of empathy are actually so high that it might be a challenge for you to be able to not have that kind of bleed over. So, but yeah. Oh yeah, the camera doesn't show my shirt, which is very unfortunate. Hang on, I will scoot up so you can see. My shirt says empathy is cool, actually. It's a Film Joy shirt. So, let's see here. Who do I want to send with this message? I'll send this dude. They look cool. Yes, I will. Yeah, no, I will 100% send this to you if you want it. So, yes, I thought about sending it to you unsolicited is what it was. But anyway. Oh, hey, gang. Here's one everybody but me is more qualified to work on. I've been struggling with my gender identity. Being a woman seems fine in theory, but when I think about it, I'm uncomfortable being treated like one and called one. My online friends think I'm a guy, and telling them otherwise makes me feel sick. I'm feeling really stuck. It's a little bit awkwardly worded, but you know. Okay. So, anybody who wants to ring in on this, by all means, you're very welcome to, but What I'm going to say is your feelings are valid, especially when it comes to how you feel about your own gender. In a more perfect world, there wouldn't be such a stark difference in the treatment of each gender, but in the world today, it's a sad reality. You should reflect on which gender, or multiple genders, or no gender, feels the most like you to you, and see how going by that feels. It's all just a social construct anyway, so it really should be one that fits. Oh, hey. Time me some comments, but honestly think, well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's okay to not tell them otherwise. It's fine because it might not be otherwise. There we go. I've added that in. Way to go, team. Alright. I think I want... Today's gender of the day is this blob. Blob knows no gender. It is a cute blob. Okay. This person says, I think I'm a good person. I try really hard to have a clear conscience, but recently there's this guy. I want him to like me, but I don't like him. I'm such a gross person right now. What should I do? All right. So we'll see how this is going. Yeah, wondering if they feel unsafe around them on some level, want to feel liked or safe in feeling. Yeah, see, again, that's a perfectly valid read. I'm gonna add a bit about that in here, Pokura. Yeah, I assumed it was like as in like, but I could be misreading it too. Yeah, there we go. I'm adding that in as well because that's a good idea. That's my assuming it was romantic like, and I don't know. Just because that tends to be the way that many people in this crowd thinks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to send Honest Abe because it's important to be honest with yourself. Okay, so my response to this is, I think it would be good to unpack what exactly you want him to do / feel, and why, and where that desire comes from. Could be that it isn't really about him at all, or at least it has nothing to do with romantic feelings. It may have to do with safety and wanting to feel liked for safe feeling. But either way, it's probably a lot more complicated than it seems on the surface, and examining it may help you figure out more than just where this desire is coming from. The stickers are fun, and there's a lot of them, and each one corresponds to a thing in the rooms, which is very cool. As I will show in just a second, but... When you are co-hosting on your partner's stream, and someone starts screaming on how you sound like a girl, even when people tell them to stop. I'm a trans guy. I mean, it's a good time to ban that person, right? Oh, sorry, the poetry iteration. Yes. Pukara, the name of that game, which is also made by Pop Cannibal, the company that made this game. Their first game is called Elegy for a Dead World. And here, 1 second, I will show the thing for that. Let me jump back real fast. Turtle painting sticker, tentacle sticker. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let me find... It's in one of the decorations. I think it's this guy. Yeah, so I think Elegy for a Dead World has characters who look like this dude. Hello. And I think there's a mask, if I can find it in one of the other ones. Yeah, here's the mask. Yes, Elegy, relic from a long dead planet. This is, I think, what the little character thing looks like from Elegy for a Dead World. Poem of the day 2, dirt. You are the dirt beneath your feet, the speaking, breathing earth. Say something while you have the chance. Pengu? Pengu where? Oh, hang on. I have to go back and find the Pengu. It's around. I think it's in volume 4. Yeah, volume 4. Penguin. Oh, look, for sure up to something. So it's an Adventure Time penguin. Wank. Pumpkin. Oh, Elegy for a Dead World is absolutely on Steam. I have it on Steam. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna pause the game real fast. It's literally installed on my computer right now. Yeah, if I can show my screen, give me 1 second here. Oh, it's not easy for me to do that right now, unfortunately. But yeah, no. I don't know how to send you the thing for the game, but it definitely exists. Oh, wait. I'm wrong. There's a notice here. And it says, at the request of the publisher, Elegy for a Dead World is no longer available for sale on Steam. And let me see if they say why. Hang on. Oh, wow. I think it may have run its course. That's interesting. Hang on. Yeah, because it's from 2014, so I'm wondering if they just shut it down at a certain point. Now I have to go look up this info. Hang on. Yeah, I'm looking for information on what happened to it. This is fascinating because I really don't know. What's the word for when you cancel a game? That's so weird. I'll keep looking. I'll find more details about this. I really thought that game was still available. That's so wild. All right. What's a good word for meanness? Okay. So this one's pretty simple, gang. So the setup is when you were co-hosting on your partner's stream and someone starts screaming on how you sound like a girl even when people tell them to stop. That person is a rude jerk and you don't need to tolerate them in your life. They're what the banhammer was made for. Also, getting misgendered is an awful feeling, and I'm sorry you had to deal with somebody doing it willfully. I hope you can make it clear that that sort of cruelty is not okay and bar them from having the chance to do it to you anymore. Oh, the devs have retired the game. You can play it solo in offline mode, but there's no longer shared online content. Oh, that's interesting. So if I stream it, it's going to be a very different experience than when it was still active. Oh well. Send in this dude. I feel that's appropriate. Oh, interesting. So I find myself doing reception work temporarily at a small inn/hotel with dodgy customers who are unexpectedly so polite. This makes me think a lot on the other people behind and in front of the counter. The many paths that have led us here, the paths branching out ahead. Okay, so to this one I am responding, that's an interesting line of thoughts to pursue, and I hope you can share some of your further thoughts about it with the rest of us. Also, I'm glad people are breaking expectations by being polite. Better that than the other way around. But I don't really have a lot else to add beyond that. So I shall send a coffee. Because I feel reception work and coffee go hand in hand. Having done a little bit of it myself. Never in hospitality, though. Oh, hey, this is a theater one. Hana Pengu, I'm going to be tapping you for this one. A person says, so I have to be off book for a play I'm in tomorrow, and I haven't done anything to memorize, and I have so much schoolwork to focus on. Like, I have 3 tests and a project and an essay, but I don't want my director to hate me, so I will die regardless of what I do. Woo. Mm-hmm. There are some things to try depending on the play, but like I eagerly await Pokera and Hana Pengu's advice on this one. Child, you will not die. Okay. Well. I'm just gonna let you guys are a vehicle, or I am a vehicle for your advice right now, or trying to be, because y'all are smarter than me about this particular thing, so I'm taking the things that you are writing. Okay. Yes. Okay. Blending that advice in looks fine. Wouldn't encourage too hard. Okay. Yes. Yeah, that's a challenge. Yeah. So I'm specifically putting this advice in this order so it's clear that, like, you know, here's what you try first, and then if that doesn't work, consider the less fun option of having to back down. So I am writing back. I've never been an actor. Just mostly true. Not on this, not stage. Heavens no. I've never been an actor, but my friends who have say you should make an effort to go off book, but explain to the director that you're balancing a lot of schoolwork as well, and ask if you can keep the script on your person. And if you really feel like you're approaching meltdown, consider talking to them about stepping down. It would suck, but you don't want to wreck your health by trying to do too much. Oh, hey, Six. Good to see you here. Doing all right. Trying to give people some advice, and I've got a good team with me here who are offering to help and give their own advice as well. Who's supportive? This little dude, this little elfie person looks supportive. I'm gonna send them out. Pukara says, back when I did a lot of theater, my problem wasn't memorization. You were the goober who memorized whole plays or scenes depending on the length, so giving advice. Yeah, well, fair enough. Yeah, memorization's the part that I always had the most fun with, even though I didn't really do it much, but I did filmed acting in student films in college. It's where my name comes from, actually, is because I would always, and I'm not going to say I nailed every take, but I would always nail the first take right out of the gate, no problem. And often I would be like, you got it in one, right? We're good. We don't need to do anything else. And sometimes they would be fine, and sometimes something else would have messed up, and we'd have to do another take, and I couldn't guarantee that I would get it perfectly again. But it is what it is. Yes. So. Tell me an interesting fact about yourself. False. That implies that there are interesting facts, and that is a lot. Pukara says that they had a lot of stage frights. They like swapping backstage to work prop, scenery, or AD. Ooh, AD, very nice. Yeah, no, I was tech crew all through high school, so I did set crew, lighting crew, running crew, mostly running crew and set crew, a little bit lighting, and something's playing out in the chat, and I am very amused. Yeah, and even got into the International Thespian Honor Society without having to really do any acting. It was pretty key. I'm the one getting whacked with the rolled up newspaper because I'm interesting. Fair enough, I suppose. What's an interesting thing where someone who knows nothing about me and will then only know this one thing about me appreciate? That I feel okay giving away on stream. Because that's the other thing. Yeah, no, I thought about that one. That doesn't mean much to people now. Yes, well. Yeah, but all that stuff is like a lifetime ago. I don't know if I can even really count that. I'm gonna move past this one. I'll save this for... So, another night. I've just recently bought a bunch more Jackbox Party Packs, and I look forward to playing them with people. And there's one particular game I want to play, which is Fibbage Enough About You, which is a game which is all about interesting facts about yourself and each other. And that would be that would be a lot of fun to play with y'all at some point. So I'm saving my facts for that, and that's my answer. Alright. Favorite Digimans? Susanomon. Oh, wow. Oh, I gotta really go back in my mind. No, who's the good one? Wizardmon. Wizardmon's the hero, right? Hang on. Do I have a sticker to give with that one? I don't even know. What says Wizardmon? Aw. I like these answers in the chat. Patamon the cute one. Very good. Oh. Six Code's got it right. Your eyes are in the front of your head because you should be looking forward, not backward. But yeah, I'm gonna go with my very well researched and not at all off the cuff answer of choosing Wizardmon because I remember him being the kind of tortured anti-hero who becomes the real hero of that first Tokyo arc, of Digimon. I'm worried I'm not doing enough. Welcome to the human race. Okay, so when I'm writing back to this person with the very simple prompt with the very complicated answer, they wrote, "I'm worried I'm not doing enough." I write back, "First of all, you're not alone. Most of us worry about that at least some of the time, and folks like me who have anxiety worry about it a lot. Second, there's a good chance that you are doing enough and things just feel so daunting that you don't realize it. But if you can, look to your loved ones, whoever they may be, and hopefully you can all be there for each other." Yes, well, I did notice that, by the way, Hanapengo, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, this was so far back that it seems just ridiculous, and I'm going with that again this time, so. Alright, we are giving a Frogu a hug this time, because Frogu is here to say that you are doing enough. Okay. This person writes that I feel like they're in a limbo, which is fascinating, and I'm sure they mean limbo with a capital L. But I am amused at imagining them being in a limbo, as in the party game. But I know that's not what they meant. Oh, sorry. Bugura is heading to bed. Good night. Thank you so much for joining us. Get some rest, and I hope that tomorrow is another excellent day. And I look forward to the next time that I get to interact with you on stream, whether it's on your stream or Hanapengu's stream or anybody's stream. Okay. Anyway, this person just feels like they need more structure to their life. They're not motivated to work as much as they would like to be or should. Not even productive in their hobbies. Just feel listless. Oh. This is going to be fun. Yes, well, therapy is, yes, well. I'll also recommend that. Yes, hang on. We'll put that at the end, I think, actually. Hang on. Okay. So this is, and I love this track. At the opening, so on the Live at North 6 album, right before he sings "I Wouldn't Want to Live in a World Without Grudges," Jack Terrycloth, may he rest in peace, says to the audience, "If you're bored and you're listless, you just need to get yourself an enemy." And so I am telling this person that advice. And in this case, the enemy can be metaphorical, but you should decide what challenge in life you want to treat like a nemesis and face off against. Spite is a fantastic motivator. The obvious response, of course, is that you might be dealing with depression and want to consult a mental health professional, but that's not as fun. Yes. Balancing the responsible with the fun. All right, this little thing looks like an Infernite, so I'm going to put it in there. This person is an emotional soul. I fall in love way too easily, they say. When someone does the bare minimum for me, it's like an instant strong feeling of love. I keep hurting myself by doing this, but I don't know how to stop. Any advice would be helpful. Okay, so what's the word I'm looking for that is not positive? There's another word that I am looking for here. Oh, I know, hang on. Okay, so yeah, so the gist of this one is yes. So the person says, I fall in love way too easily. When someone does the bare minimum for me, it's like an instant strong feeling of love. I keep hurting myself by doing this, but I don't know how to stop. Any advice would be helpful. To which I say, I'm glad you're a person who feels things so strongly, but for things like this, it's incredibly important to set boundaries for others and yourself. You can be passionate and caring and loving without tying it to romantic love and that kind of relationship, and sometimes that's the healthier way to do things. If it develops over time into a mutually healthy and supportive relationship, that's wonderful. If not, that's okay too. Yes, normalize strong, healthy, emotionally supportive friendships and destigmatize them. Decouple that from romantic love. That's the message we have here. Which is not to say that there's anything wrong with romantic love, just that it shouldn't be the only way to have those kinds of connections with people. I got a resounding bit of support from Hana Pengu. In fact, I'm going to send, in honor of Hana Pengu, I'm going to send a penguin with this one. Go forth, Pengu friend. Alright. Alright, well, this is going to be a fun one, and by fun I mean fraught one, but I'm going to do my best, kids. Alright, so this one says, he told me I wasn't holding myself up, that I was lazy, crazy, overbearing, sad all the time. I was depressed, and I still am. He said truly awful things to me about me. I've moved on, but now he's sending sweet messages wishing happy holidays. I won't fall for that. Alright, here we go. So yeah. So, I'm saying back, I'm very proud of you. You're too smart to just ignore a person's history of misdeeds, especially when they haven't made any attempt to reconcile and address what they did. Either way, you should stay strong. It's okay to be polite and civil to him, but don't let him hurt you again. He doesn't deserve to get the chance to. I could say more, but I don't think I need to. I think it's stronger if I don't. This gets a big thumbs up from me. And from this not Optimus Prime here. Alright, here we go. Sending it out now. Alright. Oof. This is one where I would love to be able to tag in my wife, honestly. Oh, right, moving the camera. Yes, that's a good idea, and I can absolutely do it, and I will. Give me 1 second here. Let's see here. If I move the group. Yeah, there we go. Move it to the other side. Talk to the school about disability accommodations. Look at this. This is so smart. I got a smart chat full of people who know their stuff. Hey, I'm only too happy to provide the advice that smarter people about it give to me, Hanapengo. So, um, all right. Any other advice? Because I'm trying to think of. I mean, honestly, you know what? That's a good one piece of advice, and I don't want to cloud it with other ones. So I'm gonna send that out. Send you a new tape one because it looks cool. I just want a hug and to be told that I am a handsome boy. Okay, which sticker is hugging? Do we send the Gojira? Do we send the octopus who can hug with 8 tentacle arms? Do we send the Hedgie? Gives spiky hugs. Do we send the Yeti who gives great big hugs? That's the biggest of hugs. All right. Here we go. Okay. So, this person wanted a hug and to be told that they're a handsome boy, and I'm saying, the best I can do from here, my very handsome friend, is one of these. They hug. Oh, and I guess I can send a Yeti sticker because that Yeti can give your whole virtual room a great big hug. So I shall send that. And that's pretty good. This one may be too much for me. I'm gonna pass over this one because I don't feel qualified. All right. Can I do this one? No, I did. No. Any Persian fella out there? No, sorry. Wow, good luck with that one, L and N. I don't know how y'all are finding those needles in haystacks, but I guess r/Conwords has some stuff going on in it. What's the friendliest Discords? Kind of want to try and make friends while I've still got the nerve. All the ones I know are private. Yeah, evidently there is a subreddit for Conwords. I didn't know. Not surprising though, there's Reddits for all kinds of stuff. I don't know what the friendliest Discords are. Look for ones based on interests you have? I mean, yeah, but that can be kind of a minefield, right? Like, there's plenty of fandoms out there that have incredibly challenging and difficult Discords to be part of. I don't know. I feel very old right now, and that I don't know. I just stick to my little corner of my like 5 or 6 private Discords that I'm part of, and that's it. Hanapengu, if you have any good streamer Discords to suggest in the chat, then by all means let me know and I will pass the message along. I imagine you might know a few from the Minecraft streamers you follow, right? Alright, well, we move on. Let's see. I have a hard time with my anger. I don't like to be confrontational and I hate bringing up a problem when it's involved. Yeah. Okay. It makes me mad when my roommates are loud. Or it makes me mad when an obvious problem is there but we cannot fix it. Yeah. I'm not a person who has a lot of anger. I don't feel qualified to deal with that one. Oh, Poem of the Day 2 Dirt. We were at this one before. Hang on, let's go back. I will relay the message that Hanapengu offered for this one now. So. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're going to recommend this now based on Hanapengu's suggestion, which is that if there are any Twitch or YouTube streamers that you like, you can try following their Discords. At the very least, you can get a sense of the kinds of people who would post in them from the stream chat. We're cycling back through again. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Here's a new one. He keeps saying things he doesn't mean when he's upset. We both know. I've been crying too easily. I just want things to get better, especially before his birthday coming up. I feel like a small break is probably in order, but I don't know how to bring it up to him without either of us feeling awful. Woof. Big oof. There's a lot to unpack here. Honestly, I don't even, this might be above my pay grade. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, we're going back around. We're starting to hit the same ones over again. It may be time to call it for tonight. So let's see what we got back. Someone sent thanks. And another Pangu sticker. Someone sent thanks and another Frogu sticker. Someone sent thanks and another model boat sticker. That's cool. Whoa. I don't know what happened there. That was interesting. Alright. Wiggle, wiggle. When you click on the penguin, he flaps. Just a little. There we go. And the Yeti hugs. Is very good. Okay. Alright, so I am getting ready to call it now. Update on streams for the week. It looks like next stream will be Ring Fit, which I've been doing some of, but not as much. And I certainly haven't been streaming it because yesterday was Valentine's Day and I was a little busy. So hopefully I'll be back at streaming it tomorrow. You'll get to see adventures in the new, very strange and scary land that my character is currently in. And then Thursday night, I may be able to stream something late. I'm not sure. It depends. It depends on whether or not my friends, whether or not Night Kinks is going to be streaming Night in the Woods, basically, because I don't want to compete. If they're streaming, if she's streaming Night in the Woods, I want to watch that. So, and I will probably be hosting that, in fact. So, but that would be like 9:30 on Thursday night anyway. And then Friday, I won't be streaming Pyre. I have to find another time to do that. Probably it's going to be Saturday or Sunday. Still working on the details on that. And Sunday night, I'm going to be doing Sunday Scaries again. It's going to be part 2 of Carrion. So, oh, and another Pengu sticker before we go. How lovely is that? Oh, and a Goji sticker. That's cool. So yes, so to recap, tomorrow night, Ring Fit. Yes, happening. Thursday night, possibly another game? Not sure. Friday night, no game. Saturday, probably a game. Probably Pyre. Sunday, definitely Carrion, possibly something else. We'll see. All right. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to call it a night now. So, it was lovely getting to be nice to people with all of y'all. And I hope you will get to join me again some other time. So, take care of yourselves and each other.